With our gathering today, we celebrate a new beginning and join in a time-honored Westminster College tradition. Out of respect for this tradition, we ask that all cell phones be placed on silent. I declare the 2022 New Student Convocation open. Everyone, please remove your hats, and faculty members, platform party, students, parents, and guests, please stand for the invocation to be delivered by Westminster's new chaplain, Rochelle Simon.
Please pause with me for a moment of silence, taking a deep breath as we settle in to be fully present to this moment. Let us pray. Holy and loving one, we are gathered here today at this sacred time, a time in which we feel so many things, excited and nervous, exhausted and grateful. It's a transitional time between the closing of one chapter and embarking on a new one. This is one of those special threshold moments in our lives. As we stand at this threshold, O God, we pause to acknowledge you in our lives. We give thanks for all that has brought us to this point. We bring before you all that we are, including whatever hardships, losses, and worries we carry with us this day. Be with us in this journey ahead at Westminster College. Give us the courage and strength to embrace the possibilities and challenges. Allow us to grow in character, integrating our values into our everyday decisions. We ask that you lead us to form authentic and caring relationships with others, opening our eyes and hearts to the common good. And in times of uncertainty and need, O God, may we lean on the community and resources with which you have surrounded us. Though none of us can know exactly what the years ahead will hold, we do know that we will each be transformed by the people we meet, the lessons we learn, and the experiences we share. In each step we take, enable us to act out of our best selves, drawing on your divine guidance, striving always to love our neighbors and serve our community. Bless this day, bless all those gathered here, and bless the years to come. Amen. And now, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please place your caps back on, be seated. Well, thank you, and good afternoon, everybody. I also want to welcome you to the Convocation ceremony, honoring the new student class of 2026. I'm Don Lofi, President and Chief Transformation Officer of the college, and on behalf of the entire Westminster College community, it is truly my honor and pleasure to welcome all of you, our Convocation and Alumni Speaker, Ms. Roberta Burns, her husband Mike, and her parents, James and Julie Burns, and 5 students from our Churchill Singers Vocal Performance Group who will perform later our alma mater, family members, and our students, our event staff, college staff, and faculty, and those of you watching virtually, including many from the Westminster alumni family, who couldn't be with us today, and most especially you, the class of 2026. Now, as you begin your college career at Westminster, know that you are embarking upon a unique journey and are now part of a tradition of excellence that dates back to 1851. Now, this long-enduring ceremony is one that, at the risk of dating myself, folks, I participated exactly 47 years ago in this very same place, here, Champ Auditorium. I also walked through the columns, just as you did a little while ago. Last year at this time, I had the same honor of walking through the columns the same directions as you did with the class of 2025 as the new and 23rd president of the college, as I also began my new journey as well at Westminster. As I passed through the columns and sat here in Champ where you were sitting as a new student, I can assure you, I shared probably the same emotions you are experiencing today. In all honesty, I felt a little uneasy, uncertain, somewhat bewildered that day, even though I was looking forward to classes and experiencing college life, which included being a new member of the college's cross-country and track and field teams, which I remained a member throughout all 4 years here at Westminster. Now, at graduation, when I walked through those same columns into the professional world as a new staff accountant within a Big 8 accounting firm, I truly, truly recognized how Westminster had prepared me foundationally to pursue my personal ambitions. I would later learn in my professional career how much Westminster prepared me for the rigors of a prominent graduate business school program. Now, as parents, my wife Lorraine and I have experienced both our son and daughter beginning their own college careers. They've graduated in recent years, but I can remember the uncertainties and challenges as well as many positive moments along the way in their journey for their educational experience. Now, both of them are now enjoying their chosen career aspirations and building upon them. However, our daughter wouldn't mind me mentioning that she changed her major several times before finding her chosen career path of digital marketing and web design. She's now the director of marketing at a startup company in web design in San Diego. Many of you might be experiencing the same thing, what I want to major in. But her role today was a long way from what she initially decided when she entered environmental science program her first year. Don't be surprised if you had the same experience. And remember, we, the faculty, staff, and many others, are here to help you every step of the way. Class of 2026, as you take your first steps, literally and figuratively, in your college journey, please be assured that Westminster College's administration, staff, faculty, and the Board of Trustees truly do care about you and will work very hard to provide you with a robust academic program. We also want you to have a positive but safe student life experience. As Scholar Riley Hillinger just administered the Athenian Oath to all of you, which has been recited by Westminster students for approximately 100 years, it is very important. Each one of you also just agreed to uphold that. This oath is not just a bunch of meaningless words. We strongly believe in this oath and will abide by it in this institution and the way the institution is administered, which includes all of you as well as the overall student body. That said, we're here to prepare you for the next steps in your life and career, now and in the future. Families of the class of 2026, please also be assured that these same individuals clearly understand and take their responsibilities to you and these students extremely seriously. Their goal is to foster the best experiences possible at Westminster College. In closing, class of 2026, I want to add my best wishes to you, your families, as you begin your Westminster College experience, and and I want to congratulate you as you begin your first steps of your journey. We look forward to seeing all of you in 4 years at the commencement ceremonies, where you will walk through the opposite directions through the columns and out into the world. Thank you. Now at this time, I'd like to introduce you to the other members of the platform party. First is our Vice President of Enrollment Services, Marketing and Strategic Communications, Dr. Paul Ursuline. Next to him is Dr. David Jones, Chief Accreditation Officer and Professor of Psychology. Next to Dr. Jones is our college chaplain, Rochelle Simon. And the final member of our platform party is today's new Convocation Speaker, Roberta L Burns, class of 2017, and a former young trustee of the College Board of Trustees, who I had the privilege of serving with her as a fellow board member. Now at this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Paul Ursuline to present the new class. Paul?
Thank you, President Lofi. On behalf of the Westminster College students, faculty, and staff, I have the unique honor and privilege of presenting the 172nd entering class to the Westminster community. This incoming group of more than 200 new students is one of the largest classes to attend Westminster in the last 5 years. They exemplify the essence of Westminster's mission to be critically aware leaders of character, committed to the values of integrity, fairness, respect, and responsibility, all values outlined in Westminster College's mission statement. These values stem from the Athenian Oath President Lofi just mentioned. As he said, we take these values seriously and know the class of 2026 will conduct themselves according to the fundamental principles that Westminster students have adhered to for more than a century. Our enrollment services staff members have met this class, and I am confident they will grow to be great leaders over the next 4 years. Representing 17 states, the students before you today claim a unique diversity in culture, ethnicity, status, identity, and expression that is paramount to an enriched learning environment. I am pleased to recognize Peyton Montana from Barnard, Missouri, who was the student who first made their commitment to Westminster College in the class of 2026. Peyton, are you here? You better hope you're here. All right. I am also pleased to recognize Hugo Hover, a transfer student from Spain, who is the student who traveled the farthest to be here today. I'm not sure if Hugo is in the room today, but Hugo, if you're here, round of applause. We are also proud that 27 of our new students have a legacy connection to Westminster, a grandparent, parent, or sibling who attended here previously. With those legacy students, please stand and be recognized. Thank you to you and your families for your commitment to Westminster College. At this time, I ask the class of 2026 to please stand. President Lofi and the greater Westminster community, I am proud to present the 172nd entering class of Westminster College. And now I would like to introduce Dr. David Jones, Chief Accreditation Officer and Professor of Psychology, to address the class of 2026.
Thank you, Paul. Please take your seats. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to Westminster College and to introduce you to our beautiful campus, your new home away from home, to our exceptionally dedicated staff and faculty, to your new lifelong friends, and to the exciting possibilities for life here at Westminster. I have worn many hats here at Westminster and have had many titles, including my most recent one as Acting Dean of Academic Affairs and of the faculty. But the title and hat that I have always been most proud of is my faculty title of Professor of Psychology. And it is in that role, and as the now senior member of the faculty, that I greet you and welcome you to the Westminster family on behalf of Academic Affairs. This is my 28th year at Westminster, and each year I am reminded of what a privilege it is to be part of your college experience. I hope you know by now that the education at Westminster College is truly exceptional, and I look forward to watching you take advantage of all the rich experiences we have to offer. Learning with our outstanding faculty, and I emphasize with, as your professors are also learners, is the beginning of your journey, and I encourage you to make the most of all of your classes, to get to know each faculty member well, to remember that we are here to help and guide you, and to discover your ability to learn things you never realized you could learn before. But learning doesn't stop with the classroom. Westminster faculty and staff are here to provide countless experiences to complement your academic life, from learning and growing on the sports field or court, to engaging in fascinating study abroad experiences, to joining a student organization that provides both fun and leadership opportunities, to landing high-end internships that will set you up for career success. It is the job of every person on campus to support your learning, and we're here to commit ourselves to being right here with you as you grow and develop over these next several years. Over the next few days, feel free to stop in our Academic Affairs office, or the Office of Student Life, or the Student Success Center, or the Athletic Office, or individual faculty or staff members' offices. Introduce yourself and let our faculty and staff get to know you. We want to know you both inside and outside the classroom and look forward with great excitement, as I know that you and your families do, to both the journey and to gathering in this auditorium again on a May day, a few years down the road, to celebrate your graduation and journey out into the world through the columns once again. As the Athenian Oath you have just taken indicates, we are a community, a city, and as we, the faculty and staff, have responsibilities and commitments to you, you have responsibilities and commitments toward the other members of this city, your new community, and we expect you to uphold those responsibilities and values that we cherish in this community. Let's indeed live out our collective pledge to make this city a more beautiful place and to uphold our institutional values of integrity, fairness, respect, and responsibility over your time at Westminster College. So I look forward to seeing you around campus. Thank you and very best wishes for an amazing first-year experience and career at Westminster College.
Thank you, David. I'm very pleased to introduce Ms. Roberta L Burns from the class of 2017. Roberta was a graduate of the class of 2017, as I said, and is the co-founder of Second Floor Media, a South Carolina-based creative agency that provides marketing, video, and photo services to a variety of clients, including international brands and Fortune 500 companies. She's also the director of an annual 9-day event in Lake City, South Carolina, named ArtFields, which awards more than $100,000 to artists throughout the southeastern United States. Ms. Burns earned degrees in both business communications and business administration at Westminster, and she currently serves as a member of the Alumni Council. In her capacity as a young trustee, as I mentioned earlier, this is where I became familiar with Ms. Burns and her enthusiasm for the college. I know she will inspire you, and that her story will resonate with many Westminster students and alumni who have found success as a result of this small but powerful institution of higher education. As a student, Roberta was a part of the honors program and student foundation. She was president of student ambassadors, is involved in a number of honorary societies. There are too many to repeat, but the Skulls of Seven and Alpha Chi. She served as a resident advisor, was a member of the Campus Activities Board, and managed to have time for Social Security, Kappa Kappa Gamma. I'm confident she will tell you all of this in her unique, possible ways at Westminster College, where many of the social and leadership opportunities are available to each one of you. Who knows, maybe one of you in this class in 4 years will apply to be a young trustee and could be the young trustee. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Roberta Burns.
Thank you so much, President Lofi. Class of 2026, welcome to Westminster. As a proud alumna, it truly is an honor to be here to greet you as you embark on your college adventure. It seems like yesterday that I was in your seat, surrounded by the chaos of move-in day, wondering what the next 4 years would hold, and hoping I picked the right college. When I was in your seat, I thought I had my whole life figured out. Do well in college, build my resume, get a corporate job, and walk around in suits for the rest of my life. Spoiler alert, that is not, in fact, what happened. I hit the ground running by going through sorority recruitment, joining clubs, and doing well in my classes. My plan was right on track until about halfway through college. The summer before my junior year, I completed an internship at a leading company that always recruited the top students from Westminster. I knew they wanted the top students to work with them, and the idea of a fancy company car and a big salary when I graduated really seemed to fit the bill for my corporate suit-wearing goal. The internship was everything I wanted it to be. As I rotated through departments, it seemed to get better and better each week. The internship wrapped up, I returned to Westminster and anxiously awaited an offer to do the internship the next summer, which was common for students in whom they saw had potential. The offer never came. I left for and returned from studying abroad, and it still didn't arrive. I saw the new recruiting campaign for the year and thought, is my offer just not coming? A Westminster graduate who worked there came back to speak at one of my classes and pulled me aside. She said, the internship went so well, but you're just not a good fit for the company. I was devastated. Where had I gone wrong on my quest to build my resume and get my corporate job? I know what you're all thinking. Blah, 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 you worked so hard, proved them wrong, and got the job after all. But that isn't how the story ends. I didn't get the job, but I got something so much better. I followed my passion for the outdoors and ended up in South Carolina marketing at a botanical garden. Eventually, I was recruited by a community arts organization and then founded a business with my husband that has worked with international brands, Fortune 500 companies, and has been featured in publications including Garden & Gun and Williams-Sonoma. As I reflect on how I got here, it is the most important parts of my Westminster experience that made it all possible. It was the lively, challenging, and warm community that you all entered into today that not only helped me learn about a variety of topics, but also about myself. It was the professors who pushed me to think outside the box, the classes that helped me see the world in a new way, and my peers who truly enriched my experience by sharing their diverse viewpoints. In fact, I learned months later, my junior year, that not one, but 2 people said I wouldn't be a good fit for the corporate position. One was an employee I shadowed, and the other was a Westminster professor. They thought I would be limiting myself, stifling my creativity. I know now that my professors were right all along. They saw leadership, creativity, and entrepreneurship in me that I couldn't even recognize yet myself. I share this story not to criticize that company or anyone who works there. I share it because it exemplifies what your Westminster experience will bring you. This college will bring you faculty and staff who believe in the limitless potential for the students they teach. People who see far beyond the stereotypical version of success and into the hearts of the students that they teach. People who can guide you and see things in you that you can't even see yet yourself. This college will bring you people who will be your best friends. This college will bring you to a fuller understanding of who you are, how you can make a difference in the world, and what success looks like for each one of you. Everyone sitting here in front of me has unique talents. Future teachers, authors, scientists, doctors, coaches, lawyers, nonprofit leaders, musicians, and more are sitting here in front of me today. You get the next 4 years to write your story. And if you've preemptively written your story the way I did, you might get to tweak it or change it completely based on what you learn. But how do you know how to write that story? Today I want to share my top 5 tips on how to make the most of your Westminster experience. Number 1, build relationships. There are so many amazing leaders who are current students, your peers, alumni, or faculty and staff at the college. Get to know the people who are sitting around you right now. You all get to take this next step together, and you'll be surprised at how often you'll gain inspiration from your peers. Beyond that, get to know your professors and the staff at the college who work so hard to make your experience worthwhile. The more they know you, the better they can help you. Finally, seek out people who are a step ahead for mentorship and advice. There are countless alumni who would be thrilled to offer input as you go through your 4 years here, look for jobs, grad schools, and beyond. Number 2, participate in a wide variety of activities. There is a club at Westminster for literally every interest you can think of. And if there's not, you can create a club and make a space for like-minded individuals. Join clubs, cheer on the sports team, study abroad, attend campus events, listen to the notable speakers who come to campus, take the front row seat at Westminster Symposium, work as a resident advisor, teach a fitness class. The list goes on and on. It's easy when you can do anything to be a little overwhelmed and do nothing. So grab a new friend and jump into all that Westminster has to offer. Number 3, take interesting classes. The benefit to a small liberal arts college is that you get to explore interests beyond your major. Find out how history plays into your pre-med degree, or how literature can enhance your math degree. 2 of my most memorable classes were a ballroom dancing class and a history class, both completely unrelated to my degrees in marketing and business. Westminster is full of ways to get to know yourself better, and classes are a great way to do just that. Number 4, don't get fixated on one plan. Now, don't take that wrong. I'm definitely not saying not to have a plan, or that if you have a plan that you follow that's wrong. But I do want to encourage you to leave yourself open to the different opportunities and the magic that is at Westminster. Can't take a class that you had for one semester? Maybe the class you take instead will be the way that you meet your best friend, your spouse, or your future mentor. Don't get a leadership position on a sports team or in a club? Continue to lead anyway and help those around you. Having flexibility will allow you to notice that the opportunities are all around you, and ultimately, each of you gets to pick the one that will leave you with the most personal and professional independence. The beauty of your Westminster experience is that no matter what, every one of you will be equipped for success when you walk out the columns. Number 5, finally, and most importantly, have fun. I like to tell people all the time, it's not that serious, because it's so easy to get caught up in the minutiae of things and forget to have fun. Even in the hardest assignments, the biggest challenges, and the most important decisions that all come with your college experience, there is fun. My sincere hope is that each of you leave Westminster not only with an incredible education, but also with happy memories, countless moments of laughter, and the drive to incorporate fun into your life, however that looks for you. Have fun at work, have fun at school, have fun at home, because life really is entirely too short not to be having fun. So there you have it. Whether you're feeling a little bit lost today or you have all the confidence in the world, these 5 tips can take you far in your time here. You just walked into a world of opportunity when you walked through those columns, even if you don't realize it yet. Class of 2026, Y'all are without a doubt going to school at the best time. Yes, there are challenges to be faced, but there has never been a better time to get into the world as a passionate, well-educated, and determined young person. With challenges comes the opportunity to make the next big medical, technological, educational, or environmental breakthrough, and I have no doubt that the people sitting in front of me are going to be those who make those breakthroughs in the next generation. I'll leave you today by practicing a phrase that you'll proudly be sharing because of your positive time at Westminster. It's a great day to be a Blue Jay. So we're going to practice it together. So if all the students would stand back up, I know you've got your exercise standing up today, and we're going to practice it together. So I'll say, it's a great day, and you guys will echo back to be a Blue Jay. Can we do it? Can we do it? Parents, family, friends, help them out if they need it. It's a great day. Okay, we can do better than that. It's a great day. Yes, it's a great day. One last time, it's a great day. Awesome. If you guys bring that energy and that enthusiasm into your lives and your experience at Westminster, it's going to be incredible. You all can sit down now. I hope that each one of you has the most incredible, magical, meaningful, and fun time at Westminster. It truly is an incredible journey here, and I have no doubt that you all have a wonderful experience. If you ever need anything, as Dr. Jones said earlier, go to your professor's office hours, reach out to me. We are all here to make sure that you have the best college experience possible. And always remember, it's a great day. Thank you, everyone.
Folks, I'll never follow that enthusiasm. That was great. Roberta, thank you very much for these remarks, almost tribute. Your insightful, inspiring comments. It was really, truly remarkable, and thank you for your passion and enthusiasm. And I know our new students will find this helpful. Members of the class of 2026, your Westminster experience has officially begun. The pace is going to be fast because of the opportunities you have ahead of you, and they are many and varied. Roberta just talked about several of them. And before you know it, 4 years will have passed, and you'll be returning through the columns, not as new students, but as new alumni. You'll be engaged, challenged, and supported all along the way. This educational journey you're about to take will be one of the most transformational experiences of your life. And if you always guide your actions and decisions by our core community values, as David mentioned, of integrity, fairness, and respect and responsibility, you will be successful. Once again, welcome to Westminster College. Now it's time for a Westminster tradition that accompanies every official ceremony on campus, the Alma Mater, which will be sung by our Churchill singers, Kieran Dillard, Tim Fitzpatrick, Andrea Gian, Stephen Rogers, and Kate Sweezy, who I invite to come to the stage now. And would you all please rise for the singing of our Alma Mater and remove your caps.
Time
I'd also like to recognize Dr. Natasha Sexton. Where'd she go? Where? She's our wonderful leader of our Churchill Singers. Now please remain standing for the benediction and turn it back to our college chaplain.
Please remove your caps if you haven't already. And now, Westminster community, as you feel comfortable, join your hand, extending it towards the incoming students as we bless them. May you know Westminster as a place of belonging, connection, and empowerment. May you keep learning, being curious, cultivating your hopes and dreams, and leaning into discomfort. May you grow from your failures as much as your successes. May you take time to delight in the simple beauty and daily joys of life. May you cherish relationships, being guided by care, compassion, and justice. And in all things, may you remember you are never alone. Go in peace, now and always. Amen. You may now put your caps back on.
Please remain in your seats until the platform party has exited the area. The Skulls of Seven then will dismiss the faculty and students. Finally, we invite all new students and families to an informal reception with light refreshments under the tent outside on Latshaw Plaza, directly outside Champ Auditorium. I now declare this convocation closed.